AI is, well, it's everywhere, right? But let's be honest, most of the time it feels like this big, complicated black box. So, what if I told you there's a super simple 4 question framework that can help you understand any AI you come across? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down right now. All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to start by looking at the AI that's already a part of your daily routine. Then we'll jump into those 4 key questions I mentioned. We'll cover what it does, what it's capable of, why it even exists, and then how you should judge it. Okay, first things first, let's talk about the AI you're already using, probably without even thinking about it. Yeah, this isn't some sci-fi far-off future stuff. This is technology that's in your pocket, on your laptop, and in your living room, like right now. I mean, just think about it for a second. That moment Netflix just knows what you want to binge watch next. Or when Shopee shows you that one product you suddenly feel like you can't live without. Or how Gojek's prices change depending on how busy it is. Yep, that's all AI. You're already an AI pro user. Seriously, you've been interacting with this stuff for years, maybe without even giving it a second thought. So, to make this whole framework really easy to grasp, we're going to stick with one solid example the whole way through. Let's use the AI behind your favorite streaming service. You know, the one that tells you what movie or show you should watch next? And here it is. This is the heart of it all. Just 4 simple questions. But trust me, they are incredibly powerful. This is basically your personal decoder ring for any AI system out there. Ready? Let's jump into the first one. All right, question number 1. This one is all about cutting through the hype and the fancy marketing words to get to one simple thing. What is this AI's actual job? Like, what is it really doing, day in and day out? So let's bring it back to our streaming service example. What specific task is that AI doing? You could even think of it this way. What is its one and only job description? And the answer is actually pretty simple. Its whole function is just to recommend movies and shows. That's it. The AI is constantly watching what you watch, what you like, what you skip, and it uses all that data to make a really educated guess about what's going to keep you glued to that screen. That is its entire reason for being. Okay, so we know what it's doing. Now, question number 2 helps us figure out its actual capabilities. Is this AI a one-trick pony, a specialist, or is it something more? This is a really important distinction. Over here, you've got what's called weak AI. You might also hear it called narrow AI. Think of it as an amazing specialist. It's designed and trained to do one single thing incredibly well. And then on the other side, you've got strong AI. Now, this is the stuff you see in the movies. It has general intelligence, meaning it can understand, learn, and apply knowledge across all sorts of different tasks, kind of like a human can. So when we look at our streaming service AI, the answer is pretty obvious, right? It's a textbook example of weak AI. It might be a genius at figuring out you'll love that new sci-fi show, but you can't ask it for help on your taxes or to write a birthday card. It lives and breathes in its own little specialized world and can't step outside of it. Okay, we've got the what and the how. Now it's time for question 3, which is all about the why. I mean, why would a company pour tons of time and money into building this thing? To answer that, you've got to follow the money, or in this case, follow the value. So back to our streaming service, how does this recommendation AI actually add value? What's the real win for the business here? Well, for the company, this AI is a huge asset. It keeps customers engaged by serving up better and better suggestions. And for you, the user, it saves you from that frustrating feeling of endlessly scrolling trying to find something to watch. It just makes the whole experience smoother. And let's be real, for a business that relies on subscriptions, keeping you engaged is everything. So the big takeaway here is that the AI isn't just there to be your helpful movie buddy. No, it's a strategic business tool. Its job is to boost engagement, keep you happy, and most importantly, make sure you don't hit that cancel subscription button. The value it adds is super direct and totally measurable. All right, we've made it to the final step. And honestly, this is the most important part of the whole framework. We figured out the what, the how, and the why. Now, it's your turn. It's time for you to put on your critic's hat and make your own judgment call. First up, a simple personal question. Is this thing actually helpful to you? I mean, really, does that recommendation AI save you time and help you discover awesome new shows? Or do you just find yourself scrolling right past everything it suggests? Be honest. Okay, next we have to ask a much bigger question. Is it ethical? Really think about this. Could this AI be trapping you in a filter bubble? You know, where it only ever shows you stuff it thinks you'll like, effectively cutting you off from different ideas or new kinds of stories? And what's it doing with your data? Are you okay with how it's being used? Yeah, these are tough questions, but they're absolutely essential. And for the final gut check, is this thing even necessary? I mean, did we really need a super complex AI to solve the problem of what should I watch tonight? Couldn't we get by just fine with recommendations from friends or critics? Is this tech actually making our lives better in a meaningful way? Or is it just there? And that right there is the whole point. This framework isn't just about understanding technology. It's about giving you the power to look past the shiny surface of any AI. So, from now on, whenever you come across a new AI tool, don't just be a passive user. Question it, because now you've got the tools to really truly understand what's going on.